Hello and good morning. My name is Adrian Pike and welcome to another Art of Waterproofing. The episodes so far have covered a bio of myself, an introduction of why you need to waterproof, and some detail on preparation and concrete finishing. Today's episode covers the next stage, which relates to the installation of the waterproofing system. I'm going to start first by discussing probably another part of preparation, but it only relates to existing structures where there may be concrete repairs required to the bridge deck. So if that occurs and if there are repairs required to the bridge deck, you must ensure you get compatibility with the chosen waterproofing system. Now those repairs may be cementitious, they may be epoxy based, but you need to make sure that the materials are mixed, applied, but most importantly, that they're going to be compatible with the waterproofing system to avoid any issues with bonding or delamination. So let's assume for a minute that the repairs have gone in, the preparation's done. What's next? Well, the weather conditions again are an important factor, so you need to check that there's not going to be any imminent rainfall, number one. The air temperature is either above 4 degrees and rising, or if it's a liquid applied system that will withstand below 4 degrees, then you check that the deck is free of any ice or frost or other contamination. The surface moisture that we talked about before is 6% and less, and that the humidity and dew point are checked regularly before, during, and also during the testing stage that comes later on. So you're in the position then that you've checked the weather conditions. The next stage is priming. All systems will have a primer, and the primer is installed using either airless spray or it can be rolled down or a squeegee. Typically, primers are 1 or 2 component, and often they're mixed with a solvent to make them less thixotropic, less viscous, so they'll absorb into the concrete surface. So the primer is applied evenly over the concrete surface, including the upstands to the Jersey barrier, and then it is allowed to cure. It is important that the primer is not applied too thickly or too thinly. It must be applied per the manufacturer's recommendations at an even spread rate. What you need to avoid is what we call ponding. Ponding is what happens where you get deviations in the surface and the material will flood a localized location. If that happens, that area will probably skin over. It won't cure properly, and it may result in blistering with the membrane later on. So it's very important that the primer is applied evenly. So that covers the first stage, priming of the deck, making sure that the surface has been properly cleaned and a primer has been applied, and then you're waiting for the cure. So that covers the priming application. Thank you.